Here is the news of US-backed Gaza aid group to half distribution on Wednesday. UN to vote on ceasefire demand. This is the news from Alabi News. Palestinians wait to receive aid in Gaza City May 25 to 2025 rituals. Cairo, Jerusalem, United Nations, the USA-backed Gaza Humanitarian Foundation will not give out an aid on Wednesday as it presses Israel to boost civilian safety beyond the perimeter of its distributions sites a day after dozens of Palestinians seeking aid were killed. The GHF said it has asked the Israeli military to guide to foot traffic in a way that minimizes confusion or escalation risks near military parameters. They will procure guidance for civilians and enhance training to support civilian safety. Our top priority remains ensuring the safety and dignity of civilians receiving aid, said a GHF spokesperson. An Israeli military spokesperson warned the civilians against moving in the area, leading to GHF site on Wednesday, deeming them combat zones. The Israeli military said on Tuesday that it opened the fire on a group of people it viewed as a threat near a GHF food aid distribution site. The International Committee of the Red Cross said at least 27 people were killed and dozens injured. The GHF said the incident was well beyond its sight. Palestinians who collected the food GHF boxes on Tuesday described the signs of pandemonium, with no one overseeing the handover of supplies of checking aids as cross post road for aid. The UN Security Council is also set to vote on Wednesday on a demand for a ceasefire between Israel and Palestinian militants, Hamas, and humanitarian access across Gaza, where aid has struck the trail and bloodshed after Israel lifted an 11-week blockade on the enclave where famine looms. It's unacceptable. Civilians are risking and in several instances losing their lives just trying to get food. UN spokesperson Stefan Dujarric said on Tuesday, adding that the aid distribution model backed by the USA and Israel was all recipe for disaster, which is exactly what is going on. That model is run by the newly created GHF, which stated the operation in the enclave a week ago and said on Tuesday that it has given out more than 7 million meals from 3 so-called insecure distribution sites. GHF Interim Executive Director John accused the humanitarians in Gaza work with us and they will get your aid delivered to those who are depending on it. US veto. The UN and the other aid groups have refused to work with the GHF because they said it is not neutral and the distribution model militarized aid. GHF uses private US security and logistics companies to get aid to the distribution sites. It is the latest in a string of efforts to get more aid into the enclave, where experts say the entire population of some 2.1 million people is at risk of famine. Jordan last year spearheaded the humanitarian aid drop, where the USA brief instead of floating aid prayer, but it was based by challenges. The UN has long blamed Israel and lawlessness in the enclave for handling the delivery of aid into Gaza and its distribution throughout the war zone. Israel accuses Hamas of stealing aid, which the group denies. Israel said on Tuesday that 3 of its soldiers has been killed in fighting in northern Gaza. Gaza health officials said at least 18 more Palestinians were killed in other military strikes in the territory on Tuesday. Reuters could not independently verify the reports in northern and southern Gaza. The 10 elected members of the UN Security Council have asked for the 15-member body to vote on Wednesday on a draft resolution that demands an immediate, unconditional, and permanent ceasefire in Gaza respected by all parties. The draft text seen by Reuters also demands the release of all hostages held by Hamas and others, and the immediate fighting of all restrictions on the entry of aid and its safe and unhindered distribution, including by the UN troops out Gaza. The time to act has already passed, Slovenia's UN ambassador Samuel Zibogel told Reuters. It is our historical responsibility not to remain silent. As US President Donald Trump's administration tries to blockade a ceasefire in Gaza, it was not immediately clear if Washington would veto the draft text. A spokesperson for the U.S. mission to the UN said, "We cannot preview our actions currently under considerations." A resolution determined 9 votes in favor and no votes by the permanent members, the United States, Russia, China, Britain, or France to pass. The war in Gaza has raged since 2023 after Hamas militants killed 1,200 people in Israel in an October 7 attack and took some 250 hostages back to the enclave, according to Israel authorities. Israel responded with a military campaign that has killed over 54,000 Palestinians, according to Gaza health authorities, which do not distinguish between fighters and non-combatants. Thank you for subscribing.